Hey everyone, today we're diving into something that can be a source of either total joy or, let's be honest, total dread in a lot of homes, early math. We're going to explore a really powerful idea that could completely change how our kids learn to see and even love numbers, turning that frustration into a genuine adventure.
You know, this right here, this is the exact question that keeps so many amazing teachers and parents up at night. Their kids can do the basics, right? They can add, they can subtract, they can count. But when you ask them to apply those skills, something just doesn't click. And that frustration is really the core of the problem we're going to unpack.
So, how do we fix this? Well, here's our roadmap. First, we're going to dig into what the real problem is with how we teach math. Then, we'll uncover a fantastic solution that's all about storytelling. I'll show you how to actually bring that solution to life, and we'll wrap up by looking at the whole new math adventure this little shift can open up.
Okay, so the issue isn't really that kids can't do basic calculations. The real challenge is that they often struggle to apply what they know. They can spit back the answer to 7 plus 7, but they get totally stuck on a real-world problem that needs a little more thinking.
And this isn't just a feeling people have. The data backs it up. I mean, look at this. If we look at the national trends, it's pretty eye-opening. For decades, the number of students who are actually proficient in math has been stubbornly flat. We're talking elementary, middle, and high school. This tells you it's not just about a few kids struggling, it's something in the system itself.
And this slide really gets to the heart of it. So much of our approach defaults to what's on the left, rote learning. It's all mechanical repetition, speed, and just memorizing facts. But where we need to be is on the right, mathematical sense-making. This is all about understanding the why behind the numbers and exploring the context.
So what happens when you focus too much on that rote learning? You get this, math anxiety. It makes total sense, right? When learning feels like this high-pressure race to just memorize a bunch of steps you don't really get, it's no wonder that a lot of students just completely disconnect from math and even start to fear it. And this shows you the hidden cost. Get this. A study tracked over 1,000 kids for years, and the results were just wow. In pre-K, 98% of them were rated as creative geniuses, but by the time they finished high school, that number had plummeted to just 12%. It kind of suggests our system can accidentally stamp out that creative spark that's so crucial for real mathematical thinking. So if rote learning is kind of the villain in this story, then storytelling is absolutely the hero. And this isn't just about making math fun. It's about using a method that actually builds on the abilities kids are already born with. It works with their brains, not against them.
It turns out we're basically born with an intuitive feel for numbers. Babies can spot differences in quantity long before they can even talk. This number sense is the natural foundation for all math learning. It's the perfect starting block. We just have to know how to use it.
And this is exactly why stories are the perfect tool. They take an abstract idea, like 7 minus 3, and turn it into something real, like there were 7 squirrels playing, but then 3 of them ran up a tree. All of a sudden, the numbers mean something. It gives them context, makes kids curious, and gets them excited to solve the problem for the characters. Plus, you're building their reading skills at the exact same time. It's a total win-win.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but what does it actually look like when you do it? Let's get practical. This section is all about really simple ways you can bring math stories to life, whether you're in a classroom or just hanging out in your living room.
I love this example from a teacher. Instead of just a dry equation on a worksheet, you build this dramatic story. Suddenly, the problem isn't just finding a missing number, it's solving a mystery to save the village. That context gets kids emotionally invested and makes them want to figure out the answer.
And here's the best part. You don't have to invent all these stories from scratch. There's an entire world of amazing picture books out there that are designed to do exactly this. Books like these are a perfect, super easy way to start weaving math into storytime tonight.
Ultimately, this whole approach is about shifting our goal for math education. We're not trying to create a bunch of human calculators who are just fast. We're trying to raise a generation of curious, confident, and creative problem solvers.
And this quote from Dr. Wilkerson just absolutely nails it. This is probably the most important point of all. Stories do more than just teach a concept. They help kids build a positive mathematical identity. When a child sees themselves as the hero who solved the problem in a story, they start to believe they can be a problem solver in real life too.
So, I'll just leave you with this thought.
What if we stopped presenting math as just a list of drills we have to get through, and instead, we framed it as a world of puzzles and adventures, just waiting to be explored? By changing the story we tell about math, we might just change everything for our kids.